our story so far. Layton and Emmy survived. Well, they survived too, but they surveyed the destruction of town as they make their way to Clark Triton's house. Layton learns that Clark didn't write the letter. Clark then tells the legend of the Specter. Layton vows to investigate the Specter. Before doing so, he asks to meet Clark's son, Luke. The Boy Who Foretold Disaster, Chapter 2. Welcome back for more Let's Play Professor Layton. Yeah. Doesn't matter what the rest of it is. It's okay, and the last Specter. Anyway. Yeah, I have to apologize for how long it's taken me to get back to this game. That's kind of why I like to record everything well ahead of time. Because real life and all pops up and keeps me from recording games for a week or two at a time. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's continue, shall we? And there. Now, here's a coin. There's a puzzle. This mirror is so polished I nearly greeted my reflection. A mirror reflects, but sometimes it can also complicate a problem. Take this puzzle, for example. Puzzle number 8, Mirror Ballroom, worth 30 points. It's all too easy to get lost in this big dusty hall. There are 14 mirrors set out in some sort of strange arrangement here. You're trying to find a way out, but your only clues are a small arrow on the floor. Yeah, already small arrow on the floor and a laser pointer bearing the words exit indicated by larger arrow. Which door is the exit? Laser pointer and mirrors, huh? Larger, there's only one arrow. Oh, a laser pointer and mirrors, huh? Let's see something here. Yeah, it probably goes this way. Something like this. Yeah. That's exactly what I expect from this type of... Yeah, there we go.
I think I've got this one.
I still like that.
That puzzle was no problem.
Yep. Okay, I kind of like that puzzle. Wasn't difficult, but I like the puzzle. I'm very impressed, Emmy. So I've proven myself worthy enough to be your assistant? But of course, I never doubted your abilities, Emmy. Except when you did. You have anything new to say? It's been a while since you checked me. Luke's room is upstairs. Good luck. You're going to need it. Okay, anything else? Candelabras, flowers, cushions. Okay. Huh, I only found one hint coin here. I'll have to come back later during my full thing here. Go this way. Okay, I've talked to you. Anything new? Master Luke has been holed up in his room for a while now. I can't even tidy up in there. Is this sort of behavior typical for Luke? Oh no, he's usually quite lively. He's such a good little boy. I really can't. Why can I not avoid giving her a Miss Doubtfire accent? I don't know. Maybe it's a shawl. If you ask me, it's because his mother's been gone for so long. That's hard on the child, you know. He's quite mature for his age, but he's a rather sensitive boy. Where is Luke's room? Upstairs, at the end of the hall. Thank you. Okay, upstairs, at the end of the hall we go. Even though we've already been told that a few times. So, It's kind of obvious. That's obvious. Wow, I found them all. Okay. What's this one over here? A study. I don't think that this is Luke's room. This appears to be Clark's study. Clark seems to be a tidy fellow. He always was very organized. I could learn a few things from him. Coin. That's all I'm finding there. Enough sidetrack. Onward to him.
Maybe he's sleeping.
Perhaps. Luke, my name is Layton. I'm a friend of your father's. Could we talk for a moment?
Certainly, but first, you'll have to solve my door puzzle.
Your door puzzle?
Ah, I see. Luke means to test our mettle with a puzzle.
That's so cute, Professor. Let's do it.
So we shall.
If you are truly the esteemed Layton, then this puzzle should be no problem. You will have 15 seconds to perform a specific action in front of the door. Just a second, young one. How are we to know exactly what it is we're supposed to do? You may search the area outside my door as much as you like. And when we're ready to perform the action, whatever it may be, we should let you know. Correct, but I will tell you now, you can't do anything to solve this puzzle. And that's highlighted in red. I take it that's a hint. Examine the area thoroughly by tapping objects with the stylus. When you think you know what to do, tap call Luke. Good luck. What must you do in order for Luke to open the door to his room? Luke will let you in for action. Search area, call Luke when ready. What's that? This card says Happy 7th birthday. How adorable. This must have been one of Luke's birthday presents. Aw, this little stuffed teddy is so soft. Don't touch my bear! Well, that seems to be rather important to a Mimi. Perhaps we should let it alone for now. I was just looking at it. Relax, Luke. Luke, can I ask you a question? You just did! Cute. You said that we must do something in front of the door. How will you know if we did it? I mean, how can you tell from behind a closed door? Even though I can't see you, I'll still know what you're doing from there. Really? And how is that? I can speak no more. You'll just have to figure it out from there. He'll know even if he can't see. So what is he looking for here? It appears that Doland has left Luke's lunch outside his door. Luke, if you don't come out and get your lunch, it'll get cold. And I just may end up eating all of it myself. If you're really that hungry, you can have it. Well, that didn't work. Painting. Is this a picture of Miss Tollery? I believe so. The town looks quite magical when it's enveloped in mist. Professor, wait! Do you think there's a hint for opening the door hidden within this picture? Let me take a closer look. I don't see anything here. Well, I think that's all the looking around we can look at the door. Okay. This plate looks handmade. The number 2 is impressed on it. Oh, there's something written on the back of it. Put the plate back so the back of its back's back is facing the door. Professor, I think my brain just melted. It's not difficult if you take your time with it. Be sure to examine anything near your feet. Not that it matters. I wasn't paying any attention there. So anyway, we're ready, Luke. You know what you have to do? I believe so, yes. Professor, are you sure? Then let's begin. Please stand in front of the door. Remember, you can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Solve the puzzle. So if I'm right, we can't do anything to solve the puzzle. Which means we just stand here and do nothing. If I haven't missed my guess. Indeed, I did. So I have to click? Yes, I have to click. That is what you had to do! You can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Or in other words, to solve this puzzle, you can't do anything. Nothing was the thing we had to do to solve this riddle. An interesting puzzle, Luke. So, even from inside his room, he could hear us if we did something. Now, Luke, are you convinced that we are who we say we are? Luke, will you open the door now? As I promised.
A clever puzzle, Luke. Your letter. I thought you might want it back.
Professor, you think Luke wrote the letter?
Clark was never a fan of typed correspondence. He always wrote his letters out in longhand. Moreover, only someone very close to Clark would know about our past together. This someone would know I could never ignore a friend in need.
Are you really Professor Layton?
Is this true, Luke? How could you do something like this? What were you thinking? Were you even thinking at all? Here now. Don't you turn your back on me again.
Clark, please.
Forgive me. The boy has barely spoken to me in the last 6 months. He's been so withdrawn since the appearance of the Specter, I don't know what else.
Very soon, the world will end.
The end of the world? What do you mean by that? I mean what I just said! Luke, you can't say something like that and not elaborate. He just won't open up to anyone. He wasn't always like this. When he does speak, it's only to say something inscrutable, as you saw. Prophecies. Absurd. Prophecies. It's all my fault. What are you talking about, Clark? I'm sorry. I have urgent business I must attend to in my study. We can discuss this later. Luke, Mr. Layton is a close friend. Please talk with him. Perhaps you could even help him. Thank you, Herschel. I'm afraid that it is time for Master Luke to retire. What? Now? We're right in the middle of something. It's still light out. Nevertheless, it is bedtime. If I may, Doland, I'd like to ask Luke just one more thing. Luke, though the town has been repeatedly attacked by the Specter, no one has been injured. It seems that an oracle alerts the townspeople about which areas to evacuate from. Luke, I believe that you are this oracle. Am I correct? What? Absurd. Luke, I must ask you a very important question. Do you know when the Specter will appear next? Master Luke will not stand for such balderdash. Please leave at once. Tonight. The Specter will appear tonight. But how could you know that? Tonight. If you want, I can also show you where it will appear next. I would very much like that, Luke. Master Luke, this joke is in poor taste. Please don't tell my father about this, Doland. Master Luke, are you certain this is okay? Yes, Doland, did you tell the townspeople? Did you tell them about the Specter just as before? I did. I will make a final tour of the area to ensure that everyone has gone. But then where will the Specter appear tonight? Great Ely Street. Then we must go now. Even if we can't stop the Specter, we must confirm Luke's prediction. Good luck. Boy, that was a terrible mauling there. So, Luke foretells is new. Luke seems to be able to predict precisely where and when the Specter will appear, but how? I find it hard to see how Luke can predict the Specter's appearance without ever leaving the house. Unless he's involved in it. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So anyway, with that little revelation out of the way, I think this is a good stopping spot for the video. So you've heard my Luke voice. Are you guys sure you want me to continue voicing everyone in this? I'm not stopping with that Luke voice, just as a warning. Half New Jersey, half somewhere in England, I don't know. All nasal. I mean, more so than usual for me. Anyway, take care, folks. See everyone later. Oh yes, and sorry for how long this has taken. Hopefully, life stops kicking me in the gut, and I'm able to record more often. Oh well. Take care, folks. Later.